the Mortis Gods.
Yes.
In the Star Wars universe, the Mortis Gods, also known as the Ones, are a trio of powerful godlike beings who appear in a 3-episode arc in the 3rd season of the animated series Star Wars The Clone Wars. They are the Father, the Son, and the Daughter. These beings are not gods in the conventional sense, but are incredibly powerful Force wielders who embody different aspects of the Force. They reside in a mystical realm called Mortis, which exists outside of the normal time and space of the galaxy. The Daughter is the embodiment of the light side of the Force. She is compassionate, nurturing, and protective, embodying the traits often associated with the Jedi and the light side of the Force. Next you have the Son, who is the embodiment of the dark side of the Force. He is aggressive, manipulative, power-hungry, destructive, corruptive. He reflects the traits often associated with the Sith and therefore the dark side of the Force. Then you have the Father, who is the balancer of the Force. He maintains the balance between his two children, representing the equilibrium between the light and dark sides. His primary objective is to keep the balance between the light and dark to prevent catastrophic consequences in the universe. These 3 are important figures, and I will go into more detail about each of them in a minute. But for those of you who do not really know, it is in the Clone Wars series where we first meet them. The Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker, along with Ahsoka Tano and Obi-Wan Kenobi, are drawn into the Mortis realm. They interact with the Mortis Gods in a storyline that explores deep concepts of the Force, destiny, and the prophesized role of Anakin as the Chosen One who is destined to bring balance to the Force. The Mortis storyline is rich with symbolism and provides a deep exploration of the nature of the Force, presenting it as an entity that encompasses good and evil, life and death, creation and destruction. It's a unique arc that stands somewhat apart from the typical Star Wars narrative, offering a more philosophical exploration of the series' central mystical concept, the Force.
Are you the one?
Hello. Who are you?
I am daughter.
Now though, let us take the time to look at each of these in more individual, and we will start with the embodiment of light, the Daughter. The Daughter is a fierce guardian who epitomizes the light side of the Force. She stands as a stark contrast to the Son being her brother, who immerses himself in the chaos of the dark side. This isn't just a sibling rivalry, it's a clash of ideologies, a relentless battle between purity and corruption, light and dark, echoing the very essence of the Star Wars saga. Don't mistake her compassion for weakness though. Her nurturing nature is her strength, a beacon of hope amidst a universe teetering on the brink of darkness. The Daughter is not only a protector of life, but also a herald of peace and harmony, fearlessly defending the cosmos from impending doom with an unmatched selflessness. This warrior doesn't just heal, she revitalizes, fostering growth and renewal with a power that resonates deeply with the essence of the Jedi teachings. As we venture into the Mortis arc, we witness her ultimate sacrifice, a testament to the inexhaustible light that seeks to preserve balance in a realm fraught with conflict and disparity. In this epic narrative, the Daughter embodies not just the virtuous and nurturing facets of the Force, but stands as a living symbol of hope and renewal, a beacon shining bright in the face of darkness, echoing the undying battle that defines the Star Wars universe. She represents the good and virtuous aspects of the Force, embodying traits such as kindness, compassion, and self-sacrifice, which are central to the teachings of the Jedi.
You know what you must do.
How quaint.
If we then go straight over to the Son, the physical manifestation of the dark side of the Force. His character offers a deep exploration into the themes of temptation, power, and the eternal struggle between light and dark. The Son is defined by his impulsiveness and aggression, characteristics commonly associated, of course, with the Sith. He constantly seeks to expand his power, often clashing with his sister, the Daughter, because of this, and therefore also challenges his father's authority. One of the most notable abilities of the Son is his power to shapeshift, allowing him to manipulate others and further his own goals. This ability also symbolizes the deceptive nature of the dark side, where individuals are seduced through false appearances and promises. The Son has a high degree of control over the Force, particularly the dark aspects of it. His command over the Force enables him to execute feats of immense power, and he can influence others, drawing them to the dark side too. In the Mortis arc, the Son shows Anakin Skywalker a vision of the future, revealing the destruction and chaos Anakin would cause as Darth Vader. This vision represents the Son's efforts to manipulate Anakin and lure him to the dark side. His actions drive much of the conflict in the storyline, as he attempts to escape Mortis and unleash his dark influence upon the galaxy. The Son can be seen as a personification of darkness and the destructive aspects of the Force. His character represents the temptation that all Jedi face, the lure of power and control that the dark side offers. The Son embodies chaos and disorder, elements that are often associated again with the dark side. He represents the inner demons, the personal battles, all of these things that anyone, especially someone like Anakin, has to grapple with, illustrating the constant internal struggle between good and evil.
You have a very simple view of the universe. I am neither Sith nor Jedi. I am much more.
Now we move on to the Father. He is one of the most enigmatic figures in the Star Wars lore. As one of the three godlike beings residing in the mystical dimension of Mortis, he serves as a custodian of the Force, maintaining the delicate balance between the light and dark sides. His role is principally to mediate between his two children. His presence in the narrative serves to explore deeper philosophical aspects of the Star Wars universe, and he is depicted as a wise and ancient being, possessing a deep understanding of the Force and its working. As a deity-like entity, he possesses an immense amount of power. However, his strength is waning due to his old age at the point we meet him, which is a significant plot point in this arc. His character is steeped in the theme of sacrifice, understanding the vast potential for destruction that his children possess. And because of this, he is willing to sacrifice himself to maintain the balance of the Force. Much about the Father does remain a mystery though. His origin, the full extent of his abilities, the true nature of the Mortis realm. None of these are fully explored, and they leave a lot to interpretation and speculation. For his role in the arc, the Father tests Anakin Skywalker to determine if he is truly the Chosen One, the one that was prophesied to bring balance to the Force. Anakin is momentarily able to bring both the daughter and the son to heal, proving his potential. As the Father's power wanes, the balance in Mortis becomes unstable. In the final act of sacrifice, the Father takes his own life to prevent the Son from bringing darkness to the galaxy, illustrating once again the theme of selflessness and sacrifice that pervades the Star Wars narrative. The Father can be seen as a symbol of neutrality and balance, representing the ideal state of the Force, where neither dark nor light prevails. The character of the Father brings a depth of philosophical undertones to the series, encouraging viewers to think deeper about the nature of good and evil, and the consequences of imbalance and conflict. The Father's efforts to maintain balance and his ultimate sacrifice can be seen as a precursor to Anakin's own journey, where he eventually becomes the agent of balance in the Force, albeit after a long and tragic detour to the dark side.
And now you see who you truly are. Only the Chosen One could tame both my children.
The emergence of the Mortis Gods in Star Wars The Clone Wars markedly enriches the series' lore and understanding of the Force, illuminating the complex philosophical and spiritual facets central to the Star Wars universe. Serving as a compelling allegory for the Force, the Mortis Gods embody the interplay of light and dark, illustrating the critical balance between them. They offer viewers an unprecedented look into the sentient aspects of the Force, making the abstract energies distinctly perceptible. The Mortis narrative, laden with prophetic undertones, delves deeply into Anakin Skywalker's path as the Chosen One, forecasting his unavoidable plunge into darkness. His interactions with the Mortis Gods echo the personal trials, temptations, and momentous decisions that lead his journey from a revered Jedi Knight to the formidable Darth Vader. The influence of the Mortis narrative extends beyond Anakin, significantly shaping the character arcs of others, such as Obi-Wan or Ahsoka Tano. As also, depending on what happens in the show between the time of writing this and the video's release, maybe they will come back into play more of a role in the Ahsoka show too. I would personally love to see it, but let's wait and see what happens.
Anakin.
But anyway, within the expansive scope of Star Wars, the Mortis Gods stand as a central pivot, bridging the physical and metaphysical dimensions of the story. Their presence lays a foundational backdrop for the forthcoming events in the series, cementing their importance as a critical component in the expansive Star Wars tapestry.
It is done.
And now, I die. my heart broken.
And so, there we have it. The Mortis Gods act as a profound narrative pivot, offering a deep dive into the fundamental forces shaping the Star Wars universe, representing the intricate balance of light and dark. Through the Mortis Gods, viewers are granted an enriched understanding of key characters' journeys and the profound spiritual dimensions that permeate this iconic saga. This arc, therefore, serves not just as a storyline, but as a pivotal exploration into the very ethos of the Star Wars narrative, solidifying its place as a tale that transcends time, echoing the perpetual dance between the darkness and the light.